Hey, what up, anime fans? I'm back. Like I mentioned in my post the other day, there what was some exceptions, with some exceptions, of course. I won't be doing weekly reviews for a while until I can get back to normal. But that's why I'm making these searches with Bleach, Thousand Year Blood releasing this weekend. Yep, the final arc of Bleach, final part of the Thousand Year Blood War, is this Saturday. Can I record this? Thousand Year Blood was this Saturday. And this Sunday is the release of the Infinity Castle, the Best Infinity Castle movie, Demon Slayer. So a lot of this to look forward to. Of course, I won't be reviewing the movie yet until I finish up the anime, the rest of the anime. Because I'll probably review the Mugen Train movie after this, then review the Mugen Train anime version, the arc TV version of the Mugen Train arc. Then into the show, Source of Village, you get the point. I saw the Demon Slayer movie when it came out in cinemas last year. No joke, it's been nearly a year since it came out. Now think about it. I can't believe it. A whole freaking year. Hey, that's what happens. So yeah, apologies for those who enjoyed my weekly reviews. And I do want to review them, but with this habit on, I may skip most of them. And I'll probably do some season reviews for a couple of days. So let me know what season you want me to check out next. Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Oshinoko. I'll probably finish out Kill Boo later. So maybe do that at some point. But I want to do it alongside Kurogos Basketball. Marriage Auction. Mrs. Common. I'll probably finish up House Paradise. Yeah, me. I might finish some. Don't worry, I will finish yet. But let me begin. Some of the reviews I still have technically ongoing. I may stop them and redo them as a season review. Maybe. Well, maybe for some of them. I'll say which ones. I'm definitely gonna finish up Demon Slayer though. That's what I plan to do. But I'm gonna watch from start to finish instead of just doing reviews. So. Yeah, that's one of the things I plan to do weekly review, a complete season review on this one. Of course, I don't watch Skip Dance. I want to watch the creator's previous works first before going on to their current works, especially mangas. So, anyway, today, time is nearly 5 o'clock the time of recording this. No, nearly 5 o'clock. Much as a minute ahead. Happens a lot too. Some reason, I must say it back to the right time, if someone ends up either a minute or be a minute behind or ahead. I don't know why. Anyway, this is why I cite Mappa fans, because Mappa's kind of been in the news lately as they're doing the cutscenes for Persona 4 Revival. Which I don't feel on my copy, I do plan to get, because I'll be playing it when it comes out. But I gotta remember to finish up Persona 4 Gold on Xbox. I love Persona 4. I enjoy the story. I don't know the mystery, the warm feeling the characters have every day just in a simple town. Yeah. Just some fun stuff. Yeah. And just enough, Mappa also animated a different RPG in Zuma 11. And the reason, yes, in Zuma 11 is an RPG. It's a sports RPG, a hybrid. There's RPG elements like walking around the overworld, leveling ups. They have also level up systems, learning new skills and stuff. So yes, it is an RPG. Now, a lot of the anime adaptations and probably most of the cutscenes in the games are all probably anime by Studio OLM, the studio behind the Pokemon franchise. So, it's pretty surprising that Mappa were ahead of anime in the newest game, which has got more worldwide appeal now, spread more worldwide. I've been a fan of the animes since I was a kid. Yeah, I grew up with them 11. So I play a bit of the best game too. But I always get stuck in the second level, and I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets stuck on it. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. My apologies, I did not mean to get off topic. Also, by the way, I didn't even know Gavin was ending soon. It's ended now. 23 episodes. Why is Toy doing this? Kamen still has over 50 episodes. So I don't know why Toy's trying to do this with his new franchise. Maybe Gavin wasn't succeeding well, so they cut it short. That might be it. Oh, and why I see the Mega Hall, I'm not too sure about it. As it doesn't really look like a typical tokusatsu you see from Toy. You know, Monster of the Week fighting. It looks more like a Pokemon series, and the new character's suit. Again, looks like just a freaking Pokemon trainer with a helmet. Yeah, if you like the design, that's fine, but personally, I'm not too keen on the idea of Omega Horn, but I'm still gonna finish that gap. Still gonna wait, but anyways, I can't finish that Gavin for a while. Why? The usual sites I watch it on aren't working right now. Been acting out for the past couple of days. Two Girls, Toku Bye Bye, Tokozilla. A lot of those Toku sites are acting up now. I just hope they're not shut down, because as far as I know, that's the only way to watch them, because I know correctly Toy said they released Gavin ability on fucking YouTube. Was they Zets, but they never did. And again, probably released in some countries. Still a lot of bullshit. So, yeah, I hope. So I need to find a different way to watch it. Oh, new teaser. Oh, a sec. Sorry about that. They just recently released a teaser of the Lego One Piece special coming out later September. Which I'm definitely watching, because I like Lego. And still took me an adaptation. It'll be on my my Guys Excitation channel. I don't have that many videos on that one yet. Like, all I done is got 3 reviews and a few shorts. So I'm gonna look at what live action adaptation to watch next. Anyway. Anyway, enough talk. I will JuJutsu Kaisen Culling game arc. Well, got part 1. Unlike other ones, this is not a core release. Yeah, according to a lot of sources, part 2 is season 4. That's an interesting choice. That means definitely be changing Ultimate playlist on the reviews. I just thought, yeah, what the fuck, I'm reviewing this today. So, also for some reason, I can't move anything on my watch list anymore. Yeah, I'm not kidding. For some reason, I can't move any videos on my watch later list. It just shouldn't do that. It should be able to move. So it's stuck in one fucking place now. I know it's stupid. Anyway. Now, time of recording this, I actually have finished reading the inventory arc of the manga. And Shibuya is going to be a long freaking arc. This is a lot of chapters down into 18 freaking episodes. Yeah. Then I'll be on to the final arc. And I can watch more. Then. No, wait. And the current game arc's much longer. That's why it's been split into parts. Like, I read the manga as the part goes as it goes on. You know what I mean? Anyway. I wish I was watching it weekly as it was airing, but you know me, there's a stupid habit. So I did a binge catch up before the final episode came out. And that's what I did with Kill Blue recently too. So anyway. Let's get into this review. The way the series opens up is Mappa really started up in this one. But I really feel bad for the animators. I love the animation Mappa does. I don't love Mappa themselves because how they treat the animators. Animators need proper rest before doing it. Or you need to take breaks and stuff. But Mappa's just overworking animators. But even like Studio Peel of Boyhood, the animators take good breaks and they keep up consistent quality without being overworked. That's why I respect the company. Just saying. Especially with Rama Half Season 3 coming out later this year. And it's half. It has 1, 2, no other number. It's half. Half. And yes, I keep saying that every time I mention Rama Half. Because it's a half. I don't know if people say 1/2 when it's just half. Like a lot of versions just don't have a 1 in front. If it did, I would say 1.5, but no. Get me? Yeah, screw this shit. Anyway. So the story opens up with a character called Duplicates, Yuji Itadori and Yuta Okatsu. Yuta has not technically been seen since Kaisen 0. Well, actually, he was seen in the end of Shibuya arc, where he was asked to go out to Itadori, go to Yuji. Before that, you see one was the other, we also introduced the new characters from the Zenin family, especially Naoya Zenin. It definitely looks more like Toji in terms of design. He's a massive prick. Then again, the Zenin family are always pricks, except for Makia Mai. They suffer a lot because of that fucking family. So it makes you sad for what happens later. Anyway. Yuji still. Anyway. It's just as now it's made you head of the Zenin to his father was killed. Remember old man Zenin? Oh. He did not survive the burns. Makino did. And he's now inherited his father's power. So his technique. He was moving at specific frames per second. But he can move 24. The old man's faster. A really cool technique. Anyway, Naoya's time as head is null and void straight away in the event that Gojo is dead or not mentally capable. Well, basically, as you know, he's been captured, so he's not really available. So basically, head of the family goes to actually Megami. That pisses off Naoya. Goes search for Yuji to lure out Megami. Now, Yuji and Choso are taking care of a lot of cursed spirits. Yuji still has a lot of mental struggle from the previous, like, what happened in Shibuya. From Sukina's destroying the entire city, killing thousands of people, to Nobara possibly being dead because of Mahito. When he got to make that final fight between the two, was so satisfying. So anyway, you. Do this well. So they went on to Naoya. And who else shows up? Yuta. So 2 fights that are going on: Yuta versus Yuji, and Choso versus Naoya. Yuji ends up losing the Yuta, who's pretty strong, and with weak as help too. As Yuji seemingly stabbed and killed. Choso managed to beat Naoya, but of course it's knocked out by it's knocked out by Yuta. Basically, we'll see a little bit later that Yuji's actually still alive. And it's Yuta's reverse curse technique. But what though, Yuji gets a dream sequence of his father. We actually see his parents for the first time. We learn his mother has a stitched head. Yeah. Early on, Joseph says that Yuji is his brother. Telling the big Berk his father must have had a stitched head too. So did Kenjaku. And well, the father part wasn't true, but his mother did. Yuji has such a relation to Kenjaku? Interesting. Interesting. And please don't spoil anything that happens in the final arc, please. I do not know Yuji's curse technique in that arc. I do not want to know until I read that story myself. So please, no spoilers. Yuji. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, it turns out the reason Gojo was with Yuta that last month is it took place in September. So a month before the Shibuya incident. Basically, Gojo had a sort of sixth sense about this. He had a feeling something was going to happen to him. So basically asked Yuta to help out Yuji and others. I really hope Inumaki's okay. We haven't seen him since the Shibuya arc. Hey, we haven't seen him since Shibuya. And he just had one of the character's voice actors. I can't remember which one. It's on my mind. No, somewhat. I can't remember which character. But the actor playing them is trans. It's a trans woman. Not saying that's bad. It's pretty cool, actually. I just can't remember which character it was. Yuta, that's it. Just came to me. Yuta's voice actor is a trans woman. That's actually pretty cool. I never really watched the series down, but so I do once the series is complete, I do plan on rewatching the entire anime dubbed. So with Black Clover once the entire rest of the series comes out. So once season 2 concludes. But I do plan to rewatch the entire original anime before season 2 comes out. As it comes out in October, so most likely I'll start watching it at some point in September. Anyway. Anyway, he shows up on the location. Yuji still feeling good about it, but Megumi asked Yuji to help him. No, Yuji's not truly responsible for his death, but still feels guilty. Help his first sister. And she's going to be dragged in the Culling game if they don't do something. Yuji has her way. And finds out like Nobara is dead, at least by Megumi's face. When he asks about her. Anyway, Yuji and Yuta make a bit of a deal. If Sukuna does end up taking control of the body again, to kill him without hesitation. As a pact. Type of pact. And I think a little bit like that really shows the two having a spare brain cell sometimes. I want to see more of that in season 2. In the next part. I really want to see more of that. Jeez, my face is red. My pants doing nothing to help. Anyway, go and visit a little place where Yuki and Maki are. Maki's got a lot of burn scars, but she's fine. Damn, Akutami. Damn, Gege Akutami. Why'd you do that to your own badass female character? Second badass female character compared to Nobara. Wow, actually, when you think about it, he makes female characters a lot better than most shonen manga. Nobara Kugisaki's a badass woman. With a simple yet awesome technique once used right. Maki's also badass without any powers. Like, damn, I respect Akutami how he writes female characters. Araki has started writing female characters good too in the years. Anyway, the limo is going to game how to stop Kenjaku. The gang decides to visit Tengen. JuJutsu was able to find a way thanks to there are other curse wounds being locked up in storage. Maki goes off to the Zenin house to collect some powerful weapons they're going to need. Now, Naomi's head of the Zenin family. That's kind of a long story. Well, it's Maki's idea in the first place. He has more right to inherit. He has to inherit it because he's got more skill, more advanced. He's fit for the role. There's a funny gag with character a little bit later about it. It takes place around that time. So, yeah. Anyway, Maki doesn't go for the winner until after. So they go to Tengen's, meet Tengen. We have a little nod to having in the hidden inventory arc. That's 12 years. They also know. Tragedy lost there. So we meet Tengen, who is actually able to be the narrator since the Shibuya arc. Yeah, it's during the Shibuya arc, this series suddenly received a narrator. And the narrator is telling the series is being told from a future point in the story, as looking back on the events. Anyway, Tengen's age has advanced a lot more because there was no other star plasma vessel, even though Yuki heard there was, but she had suspicions. Tengen is explaining the rules of the Culling game, and that those who lose all their points, that still have all the points in 19 days, or have their technique taken and they die. They refuse to participate, they die. But normal humans do have a one-way chance of getting out. So all you do is to create some new rules to help them. Of course, Kenjaku's not the master. Also, he has sometimes a Sukuna. The reason now he's doing this now, because the six eyes has been sealed, meaning Gojo. 3 years combination between Tengen, the six eyes, and I can't remember the other one. Basically, Kenjaku attempted to kill him once before, but it still came back on that day. So Tengen is going to be. Kenjaku wants to merge everyone with Tengen. Even though they're in a Star Plasma vessel, Tengen is evolved so much that they become more of a cursed spirit than a human, subject to curse manipulation, which is Geto's technique. That's not good. So two had to stay behind. Choso and Yuki both volunteered to stay behind. So yeah, and Yuki was going to a different colony. The scouts and things out. That way they'll have to fight, but they're not fighting each other. Well, that's pretty weird that he contacted people's for Yuji when he's well away, and the both of them thinking all like this shows they both share the same brain several times. Okay, I want to see more of that comedy. I just want to see more of that comedy in that sort. It's just funny. Yuji and Megami. So yeah. Anyway, Yuji and Megami go off to find man named Kinji, who was a third year student at JuJutsu High, but was suspended or expelled. Yeah, the subs flip flop between that, either suspended or expelled. And he's very powerful. So while Makiko gets the weapons, all that takes place around the same time. As when Maki goes back, she's ambushed by her father who injures Mai. And I beat Maki, leaving them both for dead. Mai, though, gives up her life for Maki. It's a really good moment between the two sisters. And a sad one. As Maki goes and obliterates the entirety of the Zenin clan. Everyone is there is killed. Kurinaya. I kind of wish she survived and stuck around a bit longer. Because, really, he's only introduced a couple episodes ago, and he's already killed off. Like, dude. I wish he stuck around a lot more to be part of the Culling game. You know, have Yuji face him. Or Megami. I'm just saying. It's just a waste of a character. He's such a great guy. And in terms of personality and stuff. Not, great character. That sounds complicated. You know what I fucking mean, okay? Anyway. So yeah, the entire clan's obliterated. Maki coming out on top of all the weapons. And the sister's body. Sad in that Mai died, but still a great moment between sisters. As they rekindle their bond during the Kyoto Goodwill Exchange arc. And what our Toji's doing now after what happened. Sorry. Not Toji, Toshi. Toto. How Toto's be doing since he lost most of his hands. I really hope he's okay. Characters we haven't seen. Sorry about that. Next up, Megami goes off to scout while Yuji infiltrates Kinji's tournament. There's also another sorcerer there, Kirara. It was supposed to be male, but dresses pretty feminine. Which is quite an interesting representation of a character. The only character, we know their technique, we find out their technique, but we never see Kinji's. And that's the point. He's got a fight coming up in the next part. So you'll see what his technique is. Panda's also there after Principal Yaga was killed. I just have a lot. Some of the actors do double voice in the dub. No joke. Ray Chase plays both Sukuna and Choso, according to Beyond the Voices. And Zanamo is both Toto and Inumaki. They never thought I'd hear that type of job. We use voice actors for every character. Most of the characters. And it's animation. Stupid Crunchyroll, stupid Sony. Yeah, I was like that, man. Anyway, Yuji wants to get close to Kimchi, but of course, Kira spins out when they spot Megumi and Panda together, leading to Super Bands going at the same time. But Megumi and Panda managed to defeat Kiara and their technique. Yuji is sort of fighting Kimchi. Not really, he's laying Kimchi punching just to get him to listen. With Kiara's help, he managed to listen. He agrees to cut a deal with them. Kimchi's playing like Kaisen Nakai in the Japanese version. Rowan Noah Zoro in One Piece. What was his name? What's the character in Gintama's name called again? I've forgotten, sorry. I've forgotten. Yeah, I'm so fucking forgetful, like me. Kaisen Nakai's voice acting roles everywhere. He's been Digimon 3 freaking times over the years. I'm not kidding on that. Digimon Series, Galmon, Digimon Ghost Game, and Goromon, and Digimon Beat Break, protagonist's brother. Right. Players have a new rule. They're going to know their whereabouts, and this turns out to be a lot of points. Who knows Sukuna seems to be a reincarnate. And turns out he's one of the two people they'll be after to get low points. Also, interesting fact, Genji's dub voice is Yui Lowenfall. Ben 10, Spider-Man, Yosuke Hanamura, Makoto Yuki. He's a big voice actor. I've been playing Spider-Man recently to prepare for the Wolverine game in September. I'm currently playing Miles Morales. I'm starting to go midway through the story, I think. And I'm still on the Roxxon portion where Miles infiltrates Roxxon by Finn's phone. It's the whole thing. Or if you don't want to wait, I recommend you check out always Nerdy's videos on those games. If you want to, it's like the first part of Spider-Man 2. They're good videos. So I recommend checking them out if you're interested instead of wanting to play the games. So the reason to get him to agree, the reason to get Kimchi to agree is that Megumi promised him some stuff on the Sending clan. Not knowing they'd be wiped out the next day, in a couple hours. The next day. Basically a full couple out. So 24 hours pass during that portion. So this portion takes place during that time Maki was unconscious. So Zenkai is still alive at that point. When they go to two Tokyo colonies. Tokyo Colony number 2 contains that guy from before, and the other contains number 1 contains Higamura. That's a lot of points. So, Kimchi and Panda will go to number 2, Yuji Megumi to number 1. So we will see number 2, but probably see the number 2 fights at some point in part 2. If the next part coming out in 2027, but most likely we'll get a trailer at Jump Festa, which is going to be held on December 19th to 20th. December 19th and 20th. Will be Jump Festa this year. Yuji and Megumi enter, but end up getting split up. They get into small brief fights, but two people who take them to find Higuruma. Because one Megumi's working for a man named Reggie, who's also a reincarnate. Yuji is led to Higuruma by someone he actually knows, kind of. Also, we get a brief appearance from two familiar faces we haven't seen since Chapter 2. Yeah. that long. The two of Yuji's classmates and club members in the club he was a part of before that night. So Yuji, Alright, Yuji ends up meeting Nagumo, who's a former lawyer. Although this man gets, until he fails to save a man. Kind of reminds me of the Judgment game, first one has. Well, Yagumi's a disgraced lawyer, who got offended, and they're supposedly killing his girlfriend after. And they're trying for a separate murder. I'm not gonna spoil anything that happens in that game. I recommend you go play Judgment. It is a fucking good game. Fucking good. Anyway. So it's more, and Ikaruma's main expansion, focused on being judged. First one's a bit comedic. Second one, though, is about what Sukuna did in Shibuya. Yuji still says he blames himself for what happened. You know, he didn't technically kill him, but still, it still was his hands, even though they're uncontrolled someone else. That's a good moment. Yuji ends up defeating Ikarumo, and it's a quick moment. Gives Yuji his points. And sees the two of them sit down and have a bit of discussion for a bit, and that's why we'll last to see Yuji until part 2. And Maggie ends up fighting off against Renji, the comedian, who I kind of forgot to mention about his powers in my reviews. Since his technique, which he's unaware of, revolves around comedy what he thinks is funny, to be solidified, I guess. I don't know how that's said, but you get what I mean. So yeah, Megumi vs. Reggie is great. I forgot to mention actually, there's another reason. They're looking for a woman named Angel, who has a powerful technique that can break cursed object, anything curse rated. So she'll be able to open the prison realm and defeat Gojo. But I'm trying to find her. Megumi defeats Reggie in a great 2-episode fight. And managed to get points. Man, Megumi is brutal. He ends up killing someone. Unlike Yuji, he's going to kill. Damn, that's brutal. And after that, Megumi ends up passing out somewhere. And that's when we see Angel for the first time. Was it become to Megumi? We'll just have to wait and see. And we get teasers for upcoming battles. We got to the Sendai colony, where Yuta ends up facing off against 3 other curse users and taking down another powerful one. Ura, Ishigori, and a spirit. I don't know. It's a really cool fight, even with 3 of them doing a domain expansion at the same time. I really wish I want to see what the domain expansions were like. Shame a ruin there. Would be so cool, but oh well. Domain expansion. In the end, Yuta wins the fight. Honestly, me simplifying it, but it is a fucking good episode. What a really action-packed. I even talked about that in my review. So, if you're interested, I recommend you go watch JuJutsu Kaisen Culling Game Part 1 in preparation for Part 2 next year. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please thumbs up button. Want to see more subscribe to the channel in the future. As JuJutsu Kaisen will return most likely in 2027. That's just a guess. A lot of people are saying it might come out next year, but we won't know unless it's a video that jump faster. But yeah, I'll see you guys later for Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, hopefully. And Kill Blue. That type of that. So thank you. I'll see you guys later. Kill Phoenix out.